Now, some of you may be wondering about the two state-run sites, Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence and in Cranston on Sockanosset Road, and whether they are 100% accessible for people with disabilities and for the deaf. And I can tell you that yes, they are 100% accessible. At the Dunkin' Donuts Center, they have golf carts in the garage for people who cannot walk that far, and they will come and get you, take you to the place where you will get your vaccination, and they will bring you back to your car. Both locations also have accessible ramps in the entrances and at the exits. Related to the deaf, I am working with the Rhode Island Department of Health on several options to be used by those in the deaf and hard of hearing community. The first would be to set up VRI using an iPad and be able to connect to an interpreter that is somewhere else in the country and be able to communicate answering questions and answers. Also, you could add live captions for the hard of hearing people who can't quite hear what's being said, but they could read it on the screen. Secondly, we are considering setting up a 2021 schedule of vaccinations from March until the fall, and perhaps pick certain dates, maybe 2 or 3 days, or maybe once a week, where there would be interpreters ready on site in the locations. Remember, they're expanding the program. So maybe identify 1 or 2 where we would have interpreters there. You call and make a reservation. And then at that date when you come, the interpreter would be there and be ready. The third option we're discussing, if you recall back in August, we had quite a successful COVID testing event. We had 45 people who came and took the test, and we had interpreters ready at that time. I've suggested something like that to the Department of Health, call it the COVID-19 vaccination of deaf and hard of hearing, perhaps one in the north and one in the south. I was thinking about Rhode Island School for the Deaf. It's right there. We could have interpreters ready. And then also to pick a southern location. Those have been suggested to the Department of Health, and I'm hoping that we will make a decision this week or next week, and I will update you when there is more. But if you have any issues with interpreting or any concerns, I encourage you to please call me at the Commission on the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. I would be happy to chat with you and make sure that your situation is taken care of.